After you've completed the creation of all of your course elements, you'll want to think about the delivery strategy, how the elements are going to be delivered to the student. Now, by default, a student's going to work their way through a course element by element in the order in which you have the elements listed within the course. And that default strategy is something that is established at the course level under the Delivery Template subcategory tab. So here you'll notice that there's the default is pre-selected of one required element at a time, where the student would complete an element and then they could move on to the next element. There's an additional strategy though that you can employ. Say for instance, if you have the need to maybe deliver content over time, like perhaps you only want them to be able to access a certain element after a certain period of time has expired, like maybe you want to release chapter 1 on day 1 and then chapter 2 on day 7 and then the next on day 14 and so on and so forth. You have the ability through the Availability subcategory tab of each element to structure that delivery template a little bit deeper. So by clicking here, you'll notice that the default delivery template from the course is established. However, you can override the default settings, and here you have several different availability strategies that you can choose from. So for instance, in my example of delivering content, maybe releasing it every 7 days, you could simply choose after some amount of elapsed time. And then you could choose what from date you want to use. So for instance, let's use the student registration date, and then we'll say 7 days. So in the case of this particular element, the student would not be able to access this element and work on it until 7 days after they had registered for the course.